Hi gorgeous! Happy Frugal Friday to you. If you're new to the channel, first I'd like to say welcome to you. I make videos like this every Friday focusing on drugstore products, so please subscribe to be notified of new videos in the future. Today I'm showing you a full face tutorial using only one brand of cosmetics. I've had a number of requests for this kind of video in the past, and I'm finally putting one together for you. I'm using LA Girl Cosmetics to show you the look that I'm creating today. And this is a fall themed look. I love it. I love how the whole thing came together. And I love LA Girl because they are affordable. They are really high quality for the price that you pay. Some of their products can be a hit or a miss depending on which ones you get and your own unique body chemistry, but for the most part, I've been really impressed with their products. So I'll give you a review of each one as we go through the tutorial today, show you how to recreate this look, perfect for fall. First things first, I'm gonna apply my primers, starting with an eyeshadow primer. This is the LA Girl Pro Primer in the shade Nude. And blending this onto the lid. And then for my face, I'm using the Smoothing Face Primer. Okay, this is a clear formula. Very similar in consistency to the Smashbox primer. Actually, the more I'm using this now, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that L'Oreal Miracle Blur stuff, but a lot cheaper. And for my eyeshadow, I'm going with one of their compact palettes, and this is Be Bold and Beautiful. I thought the colors in there were really rich. I'm gonna start with this light mauve at the corner here. Use this as a transition in the crease. So I'm gonna deepen this up from here, but this is gonna help with blending out the deep crease color that I'm gonna add in here. I like the pigmentation so far with these. They're a little powdery when you first pick them up on the brush, and you can see probably little plumes of smoke coming off my brush, but pigmentation is excellent. To start to deepen it a little bit, I'm taking this shade right here, although it may not be dark enough. We'll see. And I'm going to apply that directly into the crease. Yeah, it's gonna need a bit of layering there to get it to really show. And then I'm taking this shade right here, which looks so pretty, and applying this directly onto the lid. Although it's not really showing up as well as I would like. So I'm gonna have to apply this wet, and to do that, I'm gonna use the Pro Setting Spray from LA Girl. So all I've done is load up the brush with a lot of eyeshadow and then taking the spray and spritzing and then applying. And yep, you can see the difference right there. Much more pigmented and vibrant. Because I really want to see this color. It's a really pretty color in the pan. Woo, pretty. See, that's the color I wanted to see on the eye. And once each of the lid colors have had the time to set and fully dry, I'm gonna go back with this medium brown right here and use that to blend any harsh edges from the lid color back up into the crease. Finally, I'm taking the dark brown at the end there, and I'm gonna use this to define the outer V. I also went back and added a little bit of that dark brown to the outer corner of the eye. Okay, so next I'm taking one of their gel eyeliner pencils, and this is in the shade brown, and I'm gonna line the lower waterline with it. These are very richly pigmented. Some of the lighter ones aren't. They disappointed me personally, but a majority of them are really good. And for brows, I'm using their Shady Slim Brow Pencil, which I have been loving. This is in the shade Auburn. Very similar to the NYX Micro Brow. You get product that comes out of one end, just simply twist to get it out. And then you have a wand on the other end for blending the product in. This applies so smoothly. It's become one of my new favorites. I love it. For the face, I'm gonna start with color correction. I have a lot of redness going on, especially in this area right now, so I'm gonna be using their green color corrector to get rid of that. This stuff is super pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. You really don't need much. I'm blending this in. I'm using the e.l.f. concealer brush just because it's really, really fast. Bye-bye redness. For the foundation, I'm using their brand new Pro Coverage Foundation. And this is one that they just released. I've had a lot of questions on it, so I'm very happy to be featuring it for you as part of today's video. They also came out with a white foundation, and this is one of those that you mix in with a foundation that may be too dark for you to help lighten it. I'll probably test this out in another video in the future, but for now I'm going to use the foundation by itself. This is in the shade Fair. Has a great pump feature. We love a pump. And then blending this in, I'm using my Posh sponge. I don't know if you can get these anymore. Found mine at Walmart. No, Kmart. Now, unfortunately, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. We can test this white foundation out sooner than I thought I was going to be able to. The Fair shade doesn't look like it's matching, as you can see, from my neck to my face. So, ha 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 ha. Ooh, I'm glad I got that. Otherwise, I would be really struggling with this tutorial right now. You saw how much of that lightening foundation that I took. It was really only just one swipe on my face, and it was enough to lighten this lower half. It looks so whoosh on the viewfinder, but in person, it's a perfect match. I'm gonna do the same thing for my forehead, but I'm taking a tiny amount, tiny, and blending that in with everything. Then I'm gonna add in a concealer. This is in the shade Porcelain. And like I said, with the green color corrector, any of their correctors or concealers, a little bit goes a long way. To set everything, I'm taking their pressed powder. This is also in the shade Fair. Top of this flips up and there is a sponge underneath with a mirror. And setting. Set that face. For the cheeks, I'm adding in one of their Velvet Blush Contour Sticks. This is in the shade Snuggle. I'm just gonna take this and do like that with it on each cheek. And then take my buffing brush and blend it in. First time using these, and I like them a lot. Look at how pretty that looks on the skin. Very glowy. Woohoo! I'm gonna go back and add a little bit more something to the eyes now that we have the whole face done. I'm gonna take that lighter brown eyeshadow we used before and run this underneath that lower lash line. Now for the lips, I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm gonna use the cheek stain that I used before and apply that onto the lips and see if that works, because I love this thing. You know what? It's actually a really pretty color on the lips. And that's a great way to keep the theme with your look. If you want to match your blush, well, there you go. And let me know if there are any other drugstore brands you'd like to see featured in a tutorial like this in the future. If you're interested in any of the LA Girl products that I featured today, I will have their website linked for you below. That's typically how I order their products. It's just faster, easier. And God knows I really just don't like to leave the house these days. Being pregnant and all, just in case you don't know. Anyway, I hope you found this tutorial helpful today. Let me know if you've tried LA Girl in the past, what you think about them, or what you think about them based off of today's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you again next time.